Fixed it. Simple issue with the fact that I made it for kids. Sure as hell ain't for kids, I can tell you that much. Just fix the lighting in here. Don't want it too bright. Much better. Okay, so anyone in chat can just let me know if it's working. Would be very, very helpful. Well, I'm getting pop-ups, so anyone typing in chat would be very, very helpful. Give me a moment. Appears to be working. Almost muted myself way too late.
Jingle bell, jingle bells. Where you going, jingle bells?
Oh dear.
Where you going? I'm not going down there. Fucking tell me.
Well, everything's fine, hopefully. Sound and visuals. Visuals look, I mean, they could be better. I mean, it's a 1080p webcam, but it doesn't look 1080p. Visuals, I want to know what you guys think. Do I sound alright? Do I need to be boosted up a bit? Also, it'd be nice to know who's watching. Talk to the audience, that's what I'm here for. I'd like to know, let's see who's here. There's two of you. I have nothing better to do. No, obviously not. I've been, well, any of you guys know anything to watch on Netflix would be nice. For the past, I don't know, it's been 2 nights I've watched The Witcher again. Well, it's only the second time. The Witcher's actually pretty good. For those that haven't seen it, I recommend it. I've also been recommended Dictator. Apparently it's quite funny, as well as Ali G. Ali G in the house. Well, there goes my Xbox controller. Yeah, it's good. Probably put it in the worst place, though, if I'm brutally honest. I had put my keyboard. I hit F5. Press the search tab. Why not? Let's see what's been added to Netflix, considering I apparently can't find anything decent to watch. Oh, that's a good thing that weren't shown, otherwise I'd have just been demonetized. Well, I don't monetize any of my streams anyway, so Great Pretender. Well, I'm going to try and make sure I don't get any of the sounds from this. Two people. Still. Let's see how well this goes. Can't see this being much worse than what it currently is. Hopefully it don't stream. Okay, none of you guys can see my monitor. At least I don't think you can. Kind of wish this would just. Right. Let me just double check. Wow, okay. That went about as well as a sandpaper dildo. Honestly, why do I pick the worst times to stream? Force a habit. Think it's safe to say if I stream like this more often, I'd definitely be stress free because the mic is literally just rested right here on my chest, and I could still literally just play Xbox. The downside is me being an idiot. I forgot to set my stream key up to the same software as my capture card. So in order for me to actually stream the Xbox, I need to sort that out by tomorrow, and we can do some Xbox streams. However, unlike majority of the time I do PC streams, I don't have that many games to choose from. The only decent game I have to choose from is Rainbow Six. Obviously, CSGO is an option, but there's too many competitive people. Every single time I play, it's mainly with bots. Or I do a casual game. Casual games are quite fun, but there are still too many sweats joining casual games pretending to play casual. I really wish I'd fix that by ranks, but then again, they could probably just make a second account. It's just a very, very terrible process with CSGO, so that's out of the option. I have Assassin's Creed 2. Obviously, going to play very, very well on my machine. I did say I was going to mention the specs, etc., but I'm going to do that in a more densely filled live stream. So in short, I'm just going to say it's an AMD rig as of now. I am not a massive fan of Intel, if I'm brutally honest. Just no, never been. Well, at one point, my last PC was an Intel, so I can't say I've never been. So yeah, give me a minute. Anyway, think it's safe to say I won't be backing down from this machine. My last machine I built is gone to my brother. If you don't know who my brother was, it's the person that walked in almost butt naked. He wasn't butt naked, but I don't think it had been very appropriate for him to have walked in his boxer shorts. because it just came out from the shower. In case you're wondering, why is he not holding a towel around his waist? Because I don't think you do that when you're dry. In short, my old PC wasn't any better than this. It had a 1063 gig. Sure, if you guys have seen me build that red PC a long time back, you would have seen that card. That card is now gone. My old PC consisted of a B450 Asus TUF board, a 2600. It did have this RAM, but you can't see it. It's Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro, 16 gig. I'm going to get another 16 gig to match it. Hopefully. It's in dual channel. I've got some white sleeved extensions. I've got a 240 gig SSD and a 500, I believe. Or I could be wrong, that could be a terabyte. I'm not sure. There's not much storage, but I've got plenty of storage space because it's all in the Fractal Design R2XL. A really old case, but God, I love it for its black and white accents, which gave me the reason for its theme. It's just black and white. I think the best part about it has to be the GPU, considering it it was a good chunk. I kind of regret the choice I've made now, considering the new RTX cards are out. But it cost $250. I probably could have got a decent RTX card. Maybe not a 2080, maybe not a 3060 or even a 3080, but I could have got a 2060 or at least a 2060 Super for the price I paid. Definitely. But this is brand new and it's paid for, so most people with I shouldn't assume, but most people that have the new the 3000 series RTX cards probably are somewhat on finance, and if they've paid them off, fair dues. But yeah, it's all paid for. It's all how it does what I need it to do, and it does it well. As well as the old rig, it was I didn't want to say all the specs, but I'm going to tell the specs of my old rig. My old rig was a 2600. Like I said, the Asus TUF B450 motherboard. It's now got Vengeance LPX RAM. It did have the 1063 gig, all in the Corsair 220T Airflow RGB. I like the case, but this has got character. It's a very sturdy case. I could probably show you a side panel. Most side panels these days on all these cheap CIT F3 cases, it's what my brother calls monkey metal. It could literally just be melted down, and you could probably just make anything tin, really, because it just feels like tin. You could punch one of those side panels and your fist would probably go straight through it. This, however, is soundproofed and it's very damn near quiet. I mean, me sitting here now, like if I were to be quiet right now, you wouldn't hear it. Which this is a really good mic. This is a Blue Yay. So, I mean, say what you will about the mic, but you can't hear the PC. I mean, I'm going to see if I can stretch it as close as I can. Nothing. And I would dare say that you can still hear me from that distance. My God, the springs they just went, nah, that's not supposed to happen. But why I'm so close to the mic? I want this to be a fairly clear stream, whether there's anyone here or not. I want to talk to you guys. That's what I'm here for. Could probably do this for about half an hour, but I'm tired. And I could ramble when I'm tired. I really can. So I'm going to avoid that. But what was I saying? Old PC. I wouldn't call it old. It's now got a 2060 in it. Jealous much? Nope. I got 8 gigs of VRAM. I also have a nicer desk, actually. I should do an additional video for this. my first ever video on this channel, the oldest video, if you were to go back, it'll be a comedy sketch with my best friend Tom in it. And you will notice, well, obviously you're going to notice one thing to begin with is my door. Give me a moment. What was I saying? 8 gig of VRAM. That was it. So yeah, there's plenty. He's only got 6. But he gets ray tracing. I don't play that many AAA titles in order to use a card like that. So I'm happy with, I believe, I don't even want to give any specs away, but anyone that's a computer fiend that's going to end up watching this is going to realize what card this is. Or at least, possibly. For those that don't know, I'm just going to... For those that don't know, yeah, it's an ROG Strix 5500 XT. I wish it was the 5700, but they've got the new ones out, the 6000 series. So, yeah. That was tired. There's a new documentary about Jack the Ripper. And no, I sure as hell ain't gonna watch Modern Family. The recommendations on here are shit. Probably should have gone against the rules for YouTube because... Nope. Rust Valley, seen it. Anyway, you know what? I'm gonna bring this to about half an hour, so it's a decent video to come up on the channel. I've just been blabbering on about PCs and whether people are online or not. But I'm gonna make this next few minutes worth the time to watch because realizing now could have made this a hell of a lot better because it's manual focus, it's not autofocus. So I fucked up. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Child photo. Duh. God, this is filthy. Anyway, what I was gonna think about doing for the next stream, I'm gonna sort out that capture card over there. Link it to Xbox. Double check through OBS to see if I can set the software up through OBS instead of doing it through the actual software on the capture card, which for those that don't know, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it begins with a H. Hapaj. Hapagi. It's one of those capture cards, where it kind of looks like, I don't know how to explain it. It's a black box with a green LED going through the center of it. For those people that are wondering, I don't know the make and model of it. I'm computers, guys. Yeah, I guess you could say it's a computer, but I'm more of that kind of computer. More so as that kind of computer. I know you can't see it, but yeah. Also, since the last time you guys had actually seen me, well, some of you, you'd probably notice I have a fair few more tattoos. I'm not gonna go through them if I'm brutally honest. It's probably gonna take more time than it's worth. Also, what's I know what that is. Confidential. It's a letter. Anyway, what's going to be in my New Year's resolution? I don't know. We'll find out on a Christmas stream, perhaps. I don't ever say anything like, oh, New Year, New Me, because I'm never going to change. Let's be brutally honest. You go back to 4 years ago when I made one of my first ever videos on this channel, you'll realise that I'm still the same idiot. You'll also realise 4 years ago, this wall weren't done. Hey, I got it done in the end. I remember when I kept saying, oh, it's going to get done, it's going to get done, it's going to get... We all knew it wasn't going to happen. Any of you that that have known me for ages, that are close to me, you're just going to look at me and go, nah, he ain't going to do it. He'd rather sit down, bleach his hair, dye his hair, do all that stupid shit, get a tattoo. Ain't going to get done. Also, some of you in chat were probably going to say, oh, why is there a floating head talking to a mic that's also floating? Well, joke's on you. Yeah. I had it's a funny story. I had a friend saying, oh, damn, I saw your Facebook Live on your birthday. You're definitely looking 21. I went, why? Because of the acne? He went, no, you just look 21. I was like, yeah, thanks. He said, for once you actually look your age, because you'd say to most people, yeah, you definitely don't sound 21. You sound older. I'm always like, do I sound 21? And yeah, I'm 21. I started YouTube when I was 16, guys. I've been doing YouTube for 4 years. I started on the 10th of September, 2016. I want to say that's the right date. I ain't going to check. I know for a fact that's the right date. Confident. Actually, come to think of it, it's Oliver's birthday. For those of you that are wondering, Oliver is still fine. If you don't know who Oliver is, he's my rabbit, my pet rabbit. We've also recently had a kitten. His name is Socks. You will most likely not see him about because he likes to mess about with my microphone stand. So chances of him coming on is when someone specifically asks, or he just so happens to wander in the room. As of now, he is probably on the landing. In the hallway. Every morning when I get up and do a morning routine, use the toilet as most people probably do in the morning, other than the first thing, which is probably like check your phone or empty your. You know what I'm getting on with. He stops in my brother's room. He doesn't stop in mine because he's got the litter tray and all that stuff in his room until obviously he gets older. We decide a place to put it. But every morning, he manages to hear me walk across the hallway, landing, and he just scratches at the door and the carpet, and all you hear is this cute little because he doesn't meow yet. He kind of just squeaks or honks like a goose. But yeah, it's weird having a cat again. Honestly, it's like I've been without a cat for over 10 years. Considering I'm 21, the last cat I had was probably when I was about 8 or 9, and that cat had been he'd kind of been like an older brother since then. Can't remember as to how old he actually was. I imagine he was around 14. He ended up getting cataracts. Yep, haha, very funny because he's a cat. Get the jokes out. For those of you that I'm not this old, but I knew the reference when I obviously as a kid I didn't watch stuff like Postman Pat, all that stuff. Obviously, eventually I did. But I started off watching what my dad probably would have watched, like Rainbow, the Wombles. And there was also this one with a pink and white cat. For those that you are already probably older than myself, we probably already know the name of this. That's what my cat was called. He was called Bagpuss. You don't know what Bagpuss is? Feel free to search it. It's Bagpuss. But yeah, we named him after a pink and white cat. And my dad had him since he was a kitten, and obviously hearts were broken the day he was put to sleep. Because it got to the point where, yeah, he knew his way around the house, even if he was, partially blind, but it's no life for a cat to lead. So he was put to sleep. Very, very horrible day. I couldn't get over it. Some things you just can't, and I reckon it'll be the very much same for any animal. Obviously, even Oliver, he's 10 now. Obviously, considering his birthday is in September, he's 10 in 2 months, but most rabbits can live way over 10 years. They can live 15 years if they wanted to, but expectancies, he still acts like he's 12 months old. He still acts like a little kid. He definitely don't eat like one. He eats like a horse. He could eat for England, honestly. But yeah, he will always hold a special place in my heart. Obviously, he's my first own pet, as well as Socks is Adam's first own pet. You don't know who Adam is? He's my brother. Don't need to get into a massive story as to who he is, other than saying he's my brother. Don't need to tell you my life story. For those of you that don't know, I live with my dad and my brother. Long story about my mum. I'm not going to get into it, but if I did, it would take a hell of a lot more than the time I wish to spend on the live stream. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. With 3 minutes left to go, I'm going to explain a good part towards this live stream. Really. Other than the fact that I have a Facebook message. Yeah. I need to remind myself what I'm doing for next stream. We're going to do... What game could we do? Valhalla. Let's try and get that in. Not many people enjoyed Forza. I got the feeling from not many people enjoyed it. Could do some Fortnite. PUBG. PUBG is an option now that it's had a massive fix. But yeah, we'll see we'll see what happens. I might not even end up streaming tomorrow, but you get the gist. 2 minutes left to spare. Let's not put them to waste. I'm going to end it early. By 2 minutes. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Share this video so more people can see it. Why? I don't know. Me blabbering onto myself. Yeah. Peace.